My ex-wife usually calls before she drops our daughter off for the weekend. Usually, she comes in to say hello. We ended on good terms and we're still friends. One day she didn't call or stop by for a friendly chat. I was eating lunch when I heard the lock on the front door click. My daughter walked through the door and greeted me with a wide smile. I heard a car screech and take off down the street. "Hi, Pumpkin. How come Mum didn't call this time?" I asked casually, assuming she was probably in a rush or something. My daughter just shrugged and set down her book bag by the door before skipping over to me. She placed a kiss on my cheek and asked, "What's for lunch?" "Well, I can make you some PB&J," I said. She frowned. "We don't like peanut butter," she said. I was taken aback by her words, but figured she was around the age to have imaginary friends, so I shrugged it off. "Well, sweetie, what would you like?" "Chicken," she said excitedly. After heating up some frozen chicken tenders, I placed the plate in front of her on the table. Before the plate had even touched the tabletop, she reached out and grabbed a fistful of chicken tenders, shoving as many as she could fit into her mouth. I lectured her on her manners and she needed to slow down. She did, but her appetite was fierce. She ate the entire plate and asked for more. I hesitantly heated up some leftover turkey, and she gobbled it up in half a minute. I was starting to get concerned that maybe her mother hadn't been feeding her enough lately. Finally, after eating all the meat I had in my fridge, she strolled over to the couch and turned on the TV. "Sweetie, you have to do your homework before you watch TV," I said sternly. She looked up at me with half-lidded dead eyes. "We don't want to do homework anymore," she said in that flat tone that startled me with its coldness. And there was that wording again. Even though I figured it was an imaginary friend, it still unsettled me. "Well, you have to," I finally said. "Once you finish your homework, you can watch TV." "Fine," she hissed and hopped up from the couch. She had never acted like this before. I figured her rebellious phase was coming on sooner or later. Later that evening, after her bath, she announced that she was tired and wanted to go to bed. I was surprised. It was only 7:30, and she was infamous for staying up past bedtime, but I considered it was a good thing and tucked her in for the night. An hour or two passed and I was watching TV downstairs when I heard a knock at the door. Wondering who it could be, I looked through the peephole and saw my ex-wife. That was odd. I opened up the door. "I'm so sorry I didn't call," she said. "My phone died in the car and I didn't have any way of contacting you." Then I saw her. My daughter stepped from behind my ex-wife, book bag slung over her shoulder, a wide smile on her face. My heart sank and my eyes widened as reality set in. I heard the creaking of the stairs from behind me. I was too terrified to turn around. I saw my ex-wife and daughter's expressions turn to horror, their eyes wide with disbelief and fear. From behind me, I heard a voice. No, multiple voices. One of them resembling my daughter's whisper.
"We hoped it wouldn't have to be this way."